What would it look like if the best Marvel Rivals player in the world played a ranked game against noobs in bronze? If there's one thing gamers hate more than microtransactions, it's smurfs.
I hate them!
So let me be the first to tell you that I'm not the rank 1 player, so don't get mad at me. The title of current rank 1 player on the global Marvel Rivals ladder goes to Rymazing. And although his main account match history is blocked, I did some internet detective work to find his job, then Twitter, then Twitch. I'm not crazy. And finally, his second account name so we could watch him totally dumpster new players together.
Nice.
So if you're trying to climb in Marvel Rivals, or you're a toxic gamer who likes watching noobs get beat down, here's a breakdown of how the best player in the world carries games in low rank. Let's go. All right, this is going to be interesting. We got the rank 1 player in his first rank game on a Smurf account. Let me know your predictions for the final scoreline in chat. Marvel Rivals has been out for about 2 weeks now. Looks like we got action right away. They're camping the door. Probably not the best strategy considering their spawn is so far away, and Rybadzing's spawn here is right at the gate. He's just knocking up the Groot. Didn't mean that in the sexual way. And his team pretty quickly cleared him out. Landed all his shots. Fast start to this game. And already in the score, he is 3-0. So probably a bit of a mistake by the enemy team playing that far up. But that really is what it takes with good players, is to punish mistakes. So let me know your predictions below. Make your predictions now, what his score is going to be. We are going to try to make this an educational type video. Obviously, it's going to be a little entertaining seeing how hard this guy can pop off. He appears to be AFK. Pretty confident in his ability to carry this. And obviously on the A or S tier champ Psylocke, which is not what he plays on his main account. On his main account, well, maybe he does a little bit, but on his main account he plays the White Knight, the Moon Knight, and Iron Man, surprisingly. So he seems to be more worried about the objective. So one big thing that already stands out here, his team pretty much has control of the game. So he's kind of just holding the point and not really going for kills too much. Just because he can doesn't mean he should, right? And taking the 1v1 when he get it. Captain America's swinging in the wrong direction. You hate to see it. But he does get away. Now he looks to be stuck on the ledge there. And him and the Iron Fist finish him off. Fight breaks out over on the point. Pops the ult. Opportune moment, since he knows his team outnumbers. And now they're going to have desynced death timers. Chasing down the hell here. Notice how he dipped behind the bus there to avoid damage while still doing damage to another player. So one thing to think about. I know this is going to be a stomp, but we're going to try to get some educational knowledge out of this. You think of it in terms of angles of all the players who can hit you and all the players you can hit. He chose an angle that the player to his right could not hit him, but chose the angle where he could still hit the player he was on, obviously. Pretty simple, but something to keep track of when you're playing. So, still on the objective. Pretty much has had no opposition so far, because he cut off the choke point to that objective, which another thing, you don't want to just death ball all the time. There are different ways people can flank. We're going to be focusing mostly on strategy. I don't really play Psylocke too much, so it's more going to be about positioning and the choices he makes. But yeah, he's pretty clean with the skill shots, getting a lot of the dinks. And now, okay, here's where we're having a little fun here. He's just going right to their next spawn. Probably looking for a sneak kill here now that he knows he's kind of just stomping. Score now is, oh wow, 14-0. And he was playing back. He was playing back. I feel kind of bad in a sick, sadistic sort of way. No one likes a Smurf in their games. I'm guessing the Moon Knight is his duo. Groot all comes in. He's already here for the flank. Psylocke just so strong. And Doctor Strange having the easiest game of his life. Gamer Skills is his name. Yeah. Pressing that right click. That's Gamer Skills right there. And looks like the enemy team popping their ults a little early. So obviously not the best play here. But it is interesting to see, right? Kind of just like a look into what smurfing a game is. Kites to his team there, so he can't possibly lose the 1v1. And there it is. Quick first round. This is looking like it's going to be a quick game. Yeah, you know, I wasn't really sure coming into this what this was going to be like. My goal here with these videos that I'm uploading is to give people knowledge that is going to help them climb in ranked games. Obviously, he makes it look easy this game. But for anyone who is stuck in bronze or looking to get into ranked and climb out of bronze, you should really take away the fact that the enemy team clearly made some mistakes as far as positioning and early game strategy is concerned. So it's up to you as the person playing the game to actually realize those mistakes and then punish them. Right? So say hypothetically speaking, they jam your early spawn and you lose the fight. Or you're struggling with the fight. Right? Assuming you can't land your abilities, you got to remember you can always just come back into the spawn room and get a fat heal. And it's really the chips are stacked against you when you pick a fight right at the early spawn. I've seen people try to get like early cheese kills, but really never hard commit to a fight like that. So when you see something like that, obviously that's something you're going to want to punish. Pretty basic, but for new players as well. Oh, and I just realized I'm not even on him now. Game auto-swap me off of it, so let's get back on Mr. Rank 1 here. And you see, this is more of a proper way to play the early game. Kind of just choking the choke. And I think this is a little bit of confidence here, too. Because this generally you want to contest the enemy team where it's the hardest point to get through. And generally just have the goal to be to never die. Since when you're on defense, your death timers take a lot longer. Or, not the timers, but the run back after your death timer, rather. So, another thing to notice, really utilizing the mobility of the champion to get high ground. I think that's one thing a lot of champs forget. Even melee champs, like a champ like Hulk, for instance, which is something I play, you have the ability to go to roofs, right? And the cool thing about high ground is it gives you a lot more view of the map, and it, insert Obi-Wan Kenobi meme here, but you're able to land skill shots that you wouldn't normally be able to land. So I'm a former league player. So I use the term skill shots. I'm not sure if that's a hero shooter term as much, but and if you get focused, you can always just dip back. So using the high ground, getting positioning. Just think about that when you're playing certain champions. How you're going to utilize positioning to get the advantage in fights. And yeah, just cutting off every choke. Really just suffocating them. I will say, as broken as I think Psylocke is, she is pretty satisfying to watch. Question is, if this is your first ranked game, and you run into a team like this, do you just hang it up? You're just done? Is smurfing toxic? That is the question I pose to you, YouTube. I think it is if you're trying to do it for content. But I think it's pretty common for a lot of top players to have multiple accounts in high rank. So we're not going to give Rymazing a hard time here, especially this early on in this season. But hopefully this is at least decent insight into kind of how you're able to win games and just kind of see mistakes early on. I know he makes it look easy, but I'm not going to stretch this video out longer than it needs to be. This is obviously over, so we're just going to skip to the end. But punishing mistakes, taking advantages when they're presented to you, utilizing your champion's mobility, getting high ground when the opportunity presents itself, and really just strangling the opponents during a lead, really not letting them have a chance. Just running into these death cannons out here. No shot at living. So hopefully this was informative to everybody. Hopefully it was fun. Something a little different. I was going to spectate his higher ranked games, but they were not available. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Be sure to like, subscribe if you want to see more breakdowns of higher ranked gameplay. And if you have any thoughts, questions, things you think I can do better, leave them in the comments. And the final score here was, we'll get in a sec, see if anyone guessed it right in chat. Let's take a look here. I can't tab right now. 37-0. So if you're honest and guess 37-0 before you finish the video, let me know in chat and I'll give you a little heart. And thanks for watching, everybody. See you in the next one.